Hey kids, welcome to another episode of GLEN YAPS. Today we got a little rant video. Not a big rant video, but a disappointment. Since the 70s, I've bought a magazine called Modern Drummer Magazine, and like a bunch of us who grew up with that magazine while we played our drum sets. It was a great source of information. This was all before the internet, and loved the magazine. And I have loyally bought every issue up until just recently. And we're talking the paperback or hard copy versions. In the last while, Modern Drummer, I don't know what happened, but to my disappointment, they aren't getting the paperback magazines through to their customers. We're outside of the U.S. I'm on a border, actually. I'm on a Canadian-U.S. border. I'm 10 minutes from the border. But for whatever reason, international shipping on their magazine has just gone down the toilet. And I understand the COVID thing. Yeah, okay. But the problem I have is Modern Drummer on their website didn't state anything. Didn't state they were having issues with shipping. They were still offering what I always get was the all access package, because although, yeah, I can have the digital copy, I want the physical magazine. I want that with my collection. And there's a lot of people that have grown with this magazine since the 70s that want the rack of magazines. I know eventually, sure, everything's going to go digital and paper's going to be gone, but there's nothing on the website to describe the issue they're having with delivering their magazine. And I've read online, it's starting to snowball how bad this has gotten with Modern Drummer. And it's disappointing because it's a great magazine and it seems to be taking a spiral. Like, you can't keep taking people's money with an offer on an all access package that includes this paperback version. You just can't keep taking their money and not delivering. This one here is this Dave Weckl issues is May 2021. I didn't get this issue when it was coming out. It was like I would get this sporadic issue, and then they would miss one. Being Weckl, one of my favorite drummers presently, this issue was missed, and then I got two other issues, and then there was like a big lull where I didn't get tons of issues. So then you message them, and it took a while for them to answer me. I don't know how the rest of you how the responses have been, but for me it was not quick at all. So when they finally did respond, they said they were having trouble finding a company to print the paper. Well, if that's the issue, put that on your website. That's kind of important, just a little bit, since you're taking our money, and that's a major issue. I would understand the major issue if it was on the website, but then on the flip side, you get to compensate because you're taking our money for something that you're not giving us. It's just, good business sense. But so I had to write them for the Dave Weckl issue. It's like my favorite drummer, and that issue doesn't come in, but I get the issue before, and then two issues missed, and then one trickles in, and they were like 3 months behind on some of these up to present day. I'm still outstanding 6 issues, and I always pay in advance for the contract with Modern Drummer. So I'm still missing 6 issues. 7 if you count this one with the Foo Fighters drummers. So anyways, I canceled Modern Drummer. I finally just had enough. So they still owe me all these back issues because it's paid for. But I canceled. I was not going to renew, which is sad because where I am, the music stores don't carry Modern Drummer, obviously for that reason. And we have, up in Canada, we have a chain of stores called Long McQuaid. I mean, I have one in my city. That's 50-something stores. And it's not in their store. So hopefully Modern Drummer gets something corrected because people still like the paperback version of Modern Drummer. A lot of old school guys like me that love it. And the digital thing is nothing wrong with it. That's great. But there's paperback that I find satisfying. And, I'm going to miss it. But I just find the digital website that they have is slow, really slow, even to log on. And it has nothing to do with my computer. I've got a full recording studio here with computers. I have the best computers, so it has nothing to do with that. The connections are great. It's just a slow site. So even to log on, it's just slow. So what I basically do is I try and download the digital issue and then, read it on my computer, which I find lackluster, but I mean, it compensates for the fact that at least I get to read it. But I canceled it. I don't know how the other drum magazines are. I've collected a few of them over the year, Rhythm Magazine and Drum Magazine. I don't even think Drum Magazine with the exclamation point, I don't even think they sell magazines anymore. Even on their site, I think the last thing they've done is 2019. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, maybe this is just something that's fading into the sunset. These drum magazines, so much info online that maybe there's just not a market for drum magazines anymore. That's too bad if that's the case. Anyways, so Modern Drummer, totally disappointed the last 3 years. It's definitely been horrible. Obviously COVID put a wrench in everything. That's fine, I understand that. But lately it's like, I don't know what the issue is. It's just this last while it's just been horrible. So whether I get the last 6 issues, I'm basically out the issues. So, and I won't be getting the Foo Fighters version or issue because I canceled. So at least I got my Dave Wackel issue, and that's it. So that's the scoop. It's my small rant. Disappointed, and from what I've read on the social medias in the States, people seem to be having no issues. It seems to be the international orders that are having the issues. I find that strange. Even when I requested the Dave Wackel, they said it was out of stock, and I go, how can it be out of stock? I paid for it. I says, why do I pay for this magazine in advance if you don't take a magazine and put it aside for the people that have paid? So they found one. So that I find, when I got that message, I was like, okay, something's going wrong here that I don't like. So it's like when you pay in advance, you make sure that your customers have that product. Or you at least should be sending them out like a universal memo just saying, we're having issues. I shouldn't have to keep asking, where's my issue? Where's my issue? Why is this happening? Post it on your site. It takes 5 seconds to open a page on that and go, we are having problems with the printed issue. Please contact us, or you won't be getting these issues until this is rectified. We'll adjust payment accordingly. Something. It takes 5 seconds to do that, but no, they just seem to ignore the customers. So the international customers, by the look of it. That's too bad. And I mean, up where I am in Canada, we have a lot of great musicians up here, and a lot of people love this magazine. A lot of drummers I know, and we're all disappointed because we can't seem to get it into Canada except for the digital. But what are you going to do? So that's my rant, and disappointed in Modern Drummer, and sad that I had to cancel. After all these years, decades, I've been loyal to that magazine, and sad to see them go. But what I'll do is I'll find the magazine that I need on eBay, pay a little more for them, but at least I know I'll get them. Anyways, thanks for listening.